morning all of you. I again welcome you to this class of your writing skills today, and this is formal letter. Now yesterday we had done informal letter and today we are going to do formal letter. So small spelling and small fun. I hope you remember this. Now what are formal letters? See, formal letters are the letters which are written to the principals or any office or to the editor or to the municipal corporation in order to write any complaint, or if you want, these are the examples like any order letter or complaint letter that you want to write. So formal letters are the letters where you have to be direct, to the point. Why? Because those people, they don't have much time to read to your letters. There are so many letters and they don't have that much time. So that is why you have to be very crisp, short and sweet and to the point you have to write. Now these are the 4 types of letters: letter to editor, letter of complaints and all, inquiry letter or order letter. See, letter to editor means to the newspaper editors or even to the magazines one can write. Now when you are writing, these editors, they just have the right to publish your thoughts or whatever you are going you want to say regarding social issues and all that. So if you want to publish, you can just ask them to publish. So editors will just publish your writing. Okay, only that authority they have got. They are not supposed to go and do the things themselves, and they don't have that much of time and they are not supposed to do. So one should not ask them to do anything. Letter of complaint. If the taps are open or if they're broken, the pipelines are broken, then letter of complaint can also be written. Or suppose if you have purchased any commodity and which was not up to the mark, then again you can register a complaint against. So all that complaint. Inquiry. If you want to inquire something, then also you can like to the police commissioners, and if you want to inquire about some crime or thefts and all, so you can get letter of inquiry also. Then order letter. If you want to order something, like if you want to order books for the library, so order letters are also there. Now in your course, mainly like applications to the principals and letter to editor, only these 2 letters are there. So we will be discussing these 2 type of letters. Now next, while writing formal letters, you have to keep in mind that you have to use short and precise sentences, because again if you are going to write some complicated sentences, long sentences, then might be that you are making mistake in some grammatical mistake, then again your marks will be deducted. So just try to avoid that. And if you are well in writing and also, no problem, you can write also. You don't have to use slang language like hey, what's up and all that short we were using in the informal letter. That we are not supposed to write here. Suppose if you are writing didn't, no, even this you cannot write. You should write did not. The full form you're supposed to write. So now contractions. So these were the contractions. Okay, cannot and also didn't and all you cannot write. You should write the full word. Use of I and you. You cannot be very personal. So you have to avoid I and you words, such words. In place of that, we, they you can use. Not friendly. You don't have to be friendly with them. Okay, why? Because it is formal letter. So you have to be straight. Vocabulary. Obviously, use of vocabulary means a lot. So if you write good vocabulary, if you are well versed in that, then if you are using good vocabulary, obviously you get good marks for that. Then passive voice. Okay, we are using passive voice in formal letters. Then your letter should be clear, like whatever you are opinion is there, it should be clear, direct, to the point, and word limit. So you have to adhere to the word limit. In the exam, if the word limit is given to you, that means you cannot exceed that word limit. If you exceed that word limit, again your marks are being deducted. So you have to keep that in mind. Now, use this information. You don't have to use this information in your letter. Okay? Like if you are writing just to order some books, then you just cannot go on describing those books. So these books are very good to read. Everyone must read these books and all that. You have to elaborate your writing. So unnecessary information is not required there. Never ask, this is very important, the last point. Actually, everything is important, but many a times in the exam, children keep on asking the editor to do something. Sir, you must get the roads cleaned and all that. He's not there. He cannot clean the roads. It is not his work. He can just publish your letter in the newspaper or magazine. So never ask editor to do anything because he can only publish. So these are the points that you should remember. You can write in your PNB or you can write in your rough copy and keep it with you so that when you're writing a formal letter, you should keep all these things in your mind and then you can write a letter. Now students, let's discuss the format of formal letter. Okay, so now again, few things which we had done in formal letter, even those we are going to include in the format of this formal letter. Now, for example, in the informal letter, we had written sender's address. Okay, so here also we are going to write sender's address in the beginning only. So you can write down sender's address. Okay. Now, first, after the sender's address, you are going to leave one line. Now, sender's address you are supposed to write in 3 lines only. Even in informal, you are going to write in 3 lines, and in formal also you are going to write in 3 lines. Try and make it 3 lines only, but not single line, please. That's wrong. Then after sender's address, you are going to leave one line. This arrow means leaving a line. Then after that, D-A-T-E, you are going to put your date. I told you what way you have to put your date. Okay, not in short form, whatever it is. Okay, 2020 it can be. I hope it comes fast. This is the wrong method. What are you going to do? You are going to write 7. Suppose if it is October, so October. You can write full word also and OCT also. October 2020. So your letter, the date should be like this. This is the correct form of your writing date. Then after writing date, again you will be leaving one line or space. If you are typing it somewhere, then you have to give a space there. Then after date, again you will be writing receiver's address. Now who is the receiver and who is the sender? Sender is the one who is writing a letter and receiver is the one who receives that letter. I am writing the short form of address. Now, so sender's address, date, receiver's address. Then again you will have to leave one line. Now after leaving one line, you have to write the subject. Okay, like I usually write subject. That's my habit of writing subject. But you can write salutation also first, and after that also if you write subject, even that format is not wrong. That is also is correct. So we can do both ways. Okay, either you can write salutation in the beginning, and after that also if you write your subject, even that is correct. Okay, it's not wrong. And if you are going to write after the receiver's letter, if you are going to write subject, even that is correct. So I usually write, so I am writing that. So after receiver's address, I am going to write subject. Subject. After subject, again we are going to leave one line. Then salutation. After salutation, again we are going to leave line. If you want to leave, it's your choice. If you don't want to leave, then also it's fine, no problem. But obviously, in the separate line is going to come. So salutation, after salutation, you can leave a line if you want. Okay, then your content. So we just draw like this. So content. Because there's no much space, I'm just writing content here. So it's the content. Now after this again, we are going to leave one line for the subscription. So leave one line. Then comes your subscription. And after subscription, you must remember three things. That is your signature, name and designation. Signature, name and designation. This is the short form, that SND. Signature, name and designation we have to write here. So after subscription, again you are going to leave one line. Then signature, name, your own name, the one who is writing. Name, signature, name and designation. If you are on any post and all, you can write that also. So that is designation. Now suppose if you don't have any designation, then what you are going to write? So if you have any designation only, then you are going to write. If you don't have, obviously you are going to not write a designation, but you can write a concerned citizen. So this is the format of your formal letter. This is the short form that you have to remember for SND, signature, name and designation. Just remember this. Now this is the format which you have to write in your fair copy as the format of formal letter. So please do this. Okay. So first it is sender's address, leave one line, date, leave one line, receiver's address. Now who is sender? The one who is writing the letter. Suppose if I am writing, I will be writing my address here. And address, the date always comes under sender's address only. Okay. So sender's, then receivers, the one to whom you are writing, the one who is going to receive this letter, his address should come here. Then subject and salutation. The subject and salutation, there is a choice. If you want to write subject after salutation, even that is correct. And if you want to write before, even that is correct. So both the ways are correct. That's why I have made this arrow here. Then leaving one line, content. See, your content will come here. After that again we are leaving one line, subscription. Okay, like thanking you or not. Subscription. After that one line again you are going to leave, and then you have to remember S and D, that is signature, name and designation. So first your signature is going to come, then your name and then designation. If you are on any post and all, you can write your post there. But if you are not on any post, if you don't have any designation, then you can write a concerned citizen. Okay, so this is the format. Please write it down.